Testing.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome to your very first episode of the Maley Way. I love you, but it's what Jim and I are going to try out after our nice little podcast about parenting. We thought it'd be fun to continue on. We love hearing about Jim's mental health issues and sharing his stories selfishly.
I'm glad you love hearing about that.
I do. But we thought it would also be fun to talk about all things parenting. You know, we're all in this together, guys. And sometimes people say misery loves company. So here we go, talking about parenting. So
just to be clear, like the I love you but segment, it's kind of like, I was just thinking about this. It's kind of like almost like Seinfeld Festivus. Like it's the airing of grievances. Instead of doing it once a year, we're going to do it once a week.
Correct.
So we're going to start out with resentment and then try to work our way to love.
Then, we'll just go from one end to the other.
Gotcha.
And then hopefully it doesn't fester. And by the end of the episode, it's just all gone.
Yeah, no,
all gone.
It sounds perfect. It's going to go well.
I hope so. Okay, so our very first I love you but is, I love you, but why do you think a dish that I made dinner in needs to soak for 5 days on the counter? Why do you think it needs such a good soak after I've cooked? What doesn't matter what it is, pasta, chicken, what's with the soak?
Well, I just want to make sure that I'm able to get everything off. So I want to make sure it's able to fester there
for many, many days on the counter.
All right, really, the thing is...
When I can't reuse the dish then to make dinner the next day.
Yeah. This is a good point. This is good. I'm learning something. So I got to make sure I don't keep the dishes out for too long.
Yeah, I think soaking overnight will do the trick.
Okay. We
can do a little experiment. We can see like 1 day soak versus a 4 day soak, and then maybe you'll prove me wrong. But
all right,
we'll see.
I can do that.
Okay.
All right. So
should we move on?
So no. I get to do my I love you, but
okay.
Whew. Now I really, 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 really love you, but when we're like at a family party and we're trying to leave, I like to Irish goodbye. I just want to leave.
Yep. Is
it necessary to, like, you've already talked to everyone because you're a talker. You've talked to everyone. Do you have to recap all those, like, as you're leaving, you have to recap the conversations?
Yeah.
And then maybe recap again once everybody gets outside.
Yeah, it's a serious problem on my mom's side of the family, on the Peterson.
We like to make short stories long.
Yeah, short stories very long.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't really say, I just can't pick up and leave unless there's like an emergency, like, you know, a kid is ill or something like that. It's really hard for me not to literally say goodbye to everyone, even though I just spent 3 hours with them. And then you're right. Like usually this just happened at my cousin Anna's wedding at her like welcome party. It went until 10:30 and they were obviously cleaning up. It's 10:35, 10:40. So now everyone moved just into the little lobby area right outside where it was at the University Club.
And then I think there was another sesh outside.
So then once they were trying to close that whole session, we all took the elevators down and then we hung out in the actual University Club lobby for a while too.
So I guess what I'm asking is, if you want me to not let the dishes soak for 5 days, maybe we might experiment with the Irish goodbye.
True. I'll relook at that research that my Uncle Bill Kennelly sent me, this hilarious article from the Chicago Tribune a couple years ago called The 12 Steps of the Midwest Goodbye. And it starts off real strong.
So then your thing is the Midwest goodbye, right?
Yeah, yours is the Irish goodbye.
Okay, yeah.
Mine is the, you slap your hands on your thighs and go, well, This has been great. But then as you're leaving, someone's like, oh, do you want to take leftovers? Sure, I'll take leftovers. And then, you get your leftovers. And then as you're leaving, someone's like, oh my God, did you hear who died? And then it's like, okay, 2 steps back, 35 more minutes later.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a problem. I'll work on it.
Oh yeah, I'll work. I'll work on my. See, this is good. I guess this is good.
Yeah, we'll see if either of us follow through, but we'll work on it. Okay, so my I love you but tonight was on the never-ending topic. One thing that my girlfriends and I text about all the time is, what are we making for dinner this week?
What are we making?
And let's rephrase that. What am I making for dinner this week? We'll get into that in a bit. But just today, moments before we did this.
You're so good though. You're so good. Like, it's like, why would
this is reverse psychology?
Why would I make anything? It's like,
oh yeah, we know
Mozart. He was just so great. Why would his understudy ever take over?
I don't know, but you know how Mozart got so great? He practiced.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so right before we did this, my friend Jackie sent me this funny Instagram reel of this guy standing in front of his fridge, and he was like, oh my God, we have to make dinner every night for the rest of our lives. He's like, we go to the store and we spend $400, and then there's nothing in the fridge matches anything in the pantry. So, what are we making? Sometimes I feel like we're stuck in a horrible rut where we literally have same thing, different week. We have meatballs on Monday, Taco Tuesday, burgers on Wednesday, leftovers on Thursday, order pizza on Friday, and then repeat. Mm-hmm. Now, it's easy. Those things are easy to make. Now, they're delicious.
Don't get me, I think I love everything. Like, you could throw anything out there and I pretty much eat it. Am I right?
No, I know. And those are the staples. Those are things that our kids would eat. So I don't really know why I'm complaining about the same stuff different week. But I do love cooking, and I used to really love cooking. And so I do love cooking. We'll get to why I do love cooking and why I don't love cooking now at the age of 41 with 4 kids.
I think the issue is, here's what I think.
Okay, tell me.
The issue is, I obviously really appreciate everything that you make. Mm-hmm. I think maybe once in my life, I took the risk of saying I didn't like something.
What was it? I remember.
I think it was like something with vodka sauce.
Oh no, okay, that's not what you told me. You told me you didn't like my butternut squash soup.
Oh, okay, yes.
The thing with vodka sauce is that was actually a typo. It was in Giada's Everyday Italian, and this was when we were living in the South Loop, and I invited Allison, Jackie, Katie, and when I was making the recipe, I was like, wow, a cup of vodka. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And I let it simmer, I let it burn off, and it was inedible.
It was not good.
We were drunk.
It was not good.
It was not okay. The only person who liked it was Allison.
Yes.
Allison really liked it. And then I was looking at other recipes like Barefoot Contessa's and just some other ones online. And I was like, wow, these all only use 1/4 cup of vodka. It was definitely a typo.
Well, I think the other thing too is, like, obvious, I said, I always appreciate everything that you make. Mm-hmm. However, our kids are sometimes picky.
Yeah.
And my philosophy that I want to bestow upon you is, if they don't eat it, okay, well, then you're not eating. You always then make them something else.
Well, I have gotten better.
I think there needs to be natural consequences.
Well, I agree. And I think I've gotten better. Like, I used to make 2 full separate meals. Like, I would make us chicken piccata, and then I'd be making them like macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe within the last year-ish, we've gotten to, if you don't like what I make, you have to wait till we are done eating. Mm-hmm. And then you can have like cereal, oatmeal, banana and peanut butter, something really, really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have gotten better, or I have gotten better at that. So let's first talk about, well, I'll start off. I'll do something good. I think you've really evolved as an eater. Mm-hmm. Is a considerate eater. So there were times when I would get so mad, especially when our kids were little. I would be up and down. How many times each dinner? 15 times. I'd be getting up and down. And before I could even sit down to my plate, Jim is done. Completely done. Enjoyed a piping hot meal, drank a full glass of water, and now he's just sitting there.
Well, to be fair, I eat fast.
You do eat
so
fast.
So it wasn't. I eat really fast.
You do eat fast, but I think after weeks, months, maybe even years of just like daggers of hate coming out of my eyes, when I'd sit down and I'd be like, oh, so nice you enjoyed the meal that I just made, and I haven't even sat here yet, that you kind of became more aware. And now...
Oh, well, I wait. Have you noticed this?
Oh my God.
I wait. I don't even sit down until you sit down.
You don't. You sometimes still needed direction as like, okay, can you get them waters or can you get them milk?
Well, baby steps. Baby steps.
Baby steps. But you do a good job now. Like now, I get all the kids' food ready and my plate ready. And then I just leave Jim's like stuff over in the corner.
Yes.
So I have noticed that and I appreciate that. Like you shouldn't sit down and scarf a delicious meal while me, the chef and preparer, and maitre d' and hostess and all the other things are like still doing it before I even sit down.
Yeah, I thought this was only one I love you, but.
Oh no, this is just the topic. No, the topic of the podcast is what are we making for dinner?
Oh,
so
okay.
One of the things that my girlfriends and I discuss all the time is what are you guys making for dinner? Like we're bored, our kids are picky eaters, what are we making? And then we get nostalgic like, oh, we used to love making dinner. And I still do like making dinner. I make dinner, I'd say 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Every night.
And then I sometimes step up,
make a call to Lido's.
No, sometimes I'm a great Tombstone.
Tombstone pizza guy. Phenomenal. Yeah, no one's ever made a better Tombstone than you.
What else? I do some good grilling.
You do some good grilling.
I had some mishaps.
Okay, so this was the story. Now, like when you were saying, oh, why would Mozart give up his piano recital? So why don't you tell our listeners when you did attempt, we were trying to do a little bit more like 50-50, like Jim, you make dinner. Well, that's more like 90-10. Like Jim, you make dinner one night a week. And let's tell the listeners what you made and how that went.
I don't remember. I think this is...
I remember.
I think this is greatly exaggerated, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's your story. Share selfishly.
That's good. All right. This is technically your... Okay, but okay. So I think I was making like burgers. Mm-hmm. And Katie claims that... What did I do? I put the burgers on something that already had all like the red meat on it. Is that what I did?
So you put all the burgers and the juices on a plate. Mm-hmm. Then you took that plate out in our condo and grilled.
Yeah.
And then you put all of the grilled burgers back on that same tray that the raw, juicy burgers were originally on.
Okay, but... So Katie apparently got sick. Or not apparently. She did get sick. But I didn't get sick. I was fine.
Okay.
So, but anyways, I guess this kind of proves my point. Like, why, if Mozart's understudy almost caused complete destruction, why would we allow him to try to, work on his craft?
I understand where you're coming from. I think you just gave me E. coli so you could be like, see, I'm not really good at making dinner. I think you should do it, Mozart. I think you should
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
But
well, so like let's get back to cooking. So like you are good at grilling. You're great at making frozen pizzas, but you don't like cooking. Like you don't like cooking.
No, I don't.
Yeah, so I like
not at all.
cooking.
I like eating.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
And you
You're
like
great
cooking
at that.
and eating.
I like cooking and eating. And I still enjoy cooking. What makes it harder is like when I am cooking and the kids are in the kitchen and they're firing me with questions and I have like raw meat on my hands or if I'm chopping things and they're like asking me to do things. That makes me not like cooking.
Yeah.
And then some other things like when little fingers and hands come around and they start like eating the chopped vegetables or picking things out of the pan and trying it. That annoys me as well.
Are you talking about them? Or are you talking about... Because that was going to be one of my I love you buts. I love you, but can you not get mad at me when I go and take a little piece of food?
I know I shouldn't get mad. Okay. I just do. And it's not just you.
Yeah.
Allison is the worst at it. It drives me nuts. I like hold that knife up when she comes into my kitchen. I don't know. I just feel like if if I'm not eating the chopped vegetables or if
Yeah.
I'm not eating like the cheesy roux, why do you get to when I'm doing the work?
It's a fair point.
But anyway, so I used to like really cooking because I used to love getting the magazines. Do you remember how many cooking magazines? We used to get Cooking Light. We used to get Food Network. For the fancy meals, I'd get Food and Wine. And I just used to love reading them and, you know, folding over the corners on the recipes I wanted to make. And I don't really know why I stopped getting those food magazines, probably because we make the same 5 things every single week.
Yeah.
But like, I also hate using my phone because you know how your phone auto turns off after whatever
so
it's
then
set.
you got all the stuff
So
on
then
your
it's
hands.
like I got things on my hand and I'm trying to like use the little knuckle of my pinky to swipe it, or I'm like putting my face over the phone so it recognizes me so the recipe can pop back up. So like I really do love cooking, and I love that you love my food.
I want to allow you to do what
It's
you.
just-
I want to allow you to do what you love.
You're so wonderful.
Yes.
You're so wonderful. But it also, like, for example, tonight I made delicious stuffed shells. Delicious. Not one kid liked it.
Yeah.
No one.
But I loved it.
You did. But they all were like, oh, what is this? I don't like it. I tried it.
Yeah.
But it's not chef's kiss. I don't know.
I feel like we just got to be like, well, you got to eat it. Like
I know. And I do remember, I think it was my friend Katie Boblik. She said that her mom used to put a tub of yogurt in the middle.
Yeah.
And she's like, this is what I made for dinner. If you don't like it, eat this yogurt. Which is true. Our kids aren't going to starve. They're not going to die from missing one meal.
Yeah.
Because our other problem is, and I'm sure everyone else's kids do this too, they eat so much at like 7:15. It's as if they haven't eaten in 24 hours.
Yeah, they like to snack.
Yeah, they want to snack so much before bed. And it's like, why didn't you just eat more of your dinner?
Right. Yeah.
You don't need goldfish, and you don't need fruit snacks, and you certainly don't need like Pop-Tarts at 7:15 when we're trying to wind down and go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what people do with their picky eaters. Sometimes I would think people just do like, you know, we're just going to eat the same 5 things. You're going to have peanut butter and jelly, or you're going to have waffles.
I think that's
or maybe
fine.
just snack.
Yeah.
Maybe just snack. That's not that bad.
No, it's fine.
I love a heavy up and dessert kind of night, you know, just like the grazing.
You are a big Katie is a very big dessert person.
Oh, it's so bad.
And you are very fit. So it has but Katie loves it. I was never a big dessert person, and then I met you and we eat dessert all the time. Yeah.
You honestly probably eat more dessert than I do now.
I do. Yeah, but I didn't
No.
before.
You know, you develop that like sweet tooth.
Yeah.
So like right after dinner, I'd say within 5 minutes of putting your plate in the sink, you are like hand in the cookie jar trying to get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Oreos. Don't you think?
A whole row.
A whole row.
Yeah.
I mean, you may as well a whole row.
The Uncle Lou.
The Uncle Lou. Love Uncle Lou saying, Jimmy, get me a row of Oreos. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what helps with the cooking. Maybe sometimes you just got to eat the same things, and we try to be adventurous, but it just like makes me sad when I spend so much time making things like delicious stuffed shells and no one eats them. But
well, I did.
You did.
I
I did.
And
I
I'll
loved
eat
it.
more. I'll eat more.
I know. Sometimes I wish. Do you remember Market Day?
Loved I was
Love
just
Market Day.
talking about
Bring
that with
Market
Kelly
Day
Wolf
back.
today.
Oh,
Because she went to Catholic school, and I was
Yes.
like, "Did you have Market Day?" And she was like, "Yeah, we actually did have Market Day."
I loved it. The things.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like easy food that everyone would eat. An Italian dipper.
Yeah,
They had like the chicken breasts and the individual ones. So you didn't have to like freeze the whole thing of it. You could just take out, eat individual chicken breast. You got service hours when you worked it and helped.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
I don't know if it was just a Catholic school thing, because when I worked in District 101, we had Market Day.
Oh, really?
The first like 3 to 4 years I worked there.
Oh, I thought it was just like a fundraiser type Catholic school thing.
I think it is just a fundraiser.
Oh,
Period.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that was great. That made it easy for parents. Market Day. And you know. All right, so should we do our next? Should we like tell them about our little segments that we're gonna have?
Well, yeah. Well, you tell them about the segments. This
All
is
right.
your show, okay? You're running the show.
All right, so we're
Katie was the communications person. She is the She
Yeah.
is the social butterfly. She was a communications major. She had her own radio show in
I
college
did.
that I used to try to prank call, but for some reason they didn't accept phone calls. I didn't really understand
Well, that's
that.
because WGRE was like ranked #1 in the United States for college radios, so they didn't want
Okay.
creeps calling and saying inappropriate things and ruining the ratings. Okay, so every week we're gonna do a mom rage moment of the week, obviously starring me. We're gonna do a parenting fail. We're each gonna talk about a parenting fail. We're gonna do a watch list, like what are we watching, what shows, all the chatter on that, and then we're gonna end with a would you rather.
Yes.
All right, so the mom rage moment of the week for me, there are just so many to choose, but a couple nights ago, I got a horrible night's sleep. Like, couldn't fall asleep. Then I woke up, read a bunch of my book, fell asleep, woke up because Jim was snoring, watched a couple episodes of The Gilded Age. It was horrible. I'd got no sleep. So the next night, I doubled down. I took a melatonin and a Tylenol PM, got a great night's sleep, slept for like 9 straight hours. And I wake up and I go downstairs and somehow Andy and Patty found slime. I hate slime, especially slime.
I hate slime. I hate Play-Doh. I hate kinetic. People said kinetic sand
The
is like
worst.
No, it's not. It stinks.
Yeah,
It's the
I
worst.
was so intrigued by those commercials, like the kinetic sand.
Yeah.
We got it everywhere.
Yeah.
Makes your floors so slippery. They claim it's no mess. It's a mess.
Yeah.
So anyways, they found these little things of slime that I think were from a Valentine's Day party last year because they all were in shapes of hearts. And they were fighting over who gets to use the slime, and they were ripping it, and then it was falling, and it was getting hair and disgusting things on it, and then they were crying, and I had told them to stop. I was trying to make them breakfast, and then I finally was like, oh my God, do you guys like ruining my mornings? Do you like ruining my mornings?
It's actually very funny because Katie is like the nicest. Like what were you? You were like the friendliest person at LT.
I did get voted friendliest person for senior superlatives at LT.
Yeah,
Class
so
of
like
2002.
watching her do this, I kind of like enjoy it because it's like, see, it's her like finally losing it a little bit. But go ahead.
Well, no, so I'm screaming at them, and then, they're both crying. Patty's saying, you don't love me. No, he's saying, you don't like me. And I'm like, you're right, I don't like you. I love you.
Yes,
Trying
all
to
of our
redeem
kids
myself.
use that
Yeah.
you don't like me.
And then Meg's like, why am I always getting in trouble? I didn't do anything. I wasn't even playing with the slime. And then Jimmy is, I don't know what he's doing. Somehow everyone's involved. And then I just told our kids that they ruined my morning and asked them if they liked it.
Okay, sometimes you have a bad day. It's all right.
Yeah, well, it was a bad morning.
Yes.
All right, so parenting fail. Do we both want to do one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go. Okay, so I feel like over the course of time, over the course of 4 kids, I have probably got hit where a man doesn't want to get hit hundreds of times. And I feel...
You talk about inventing a soft cup that
Yes.
can be worn on a daily basis.
Yes, but I looked it up. It already exists.
Oh, shoot.
So anyways, I feel like each kid I've gotten better at like avoiding it or like covering or like putting
The nut
whatever.
shot.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So today Patty did like a flying jump off of the
Ooh.
couch and he got me.
Oh.
And like I wasn't mad at him. I was mad at myself that I've developed this skill for like avoiding it, and he got me, and it was just
Hashtag fail.
and it hurt.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it hurt. It just really hurt. So
Yeah.
you got one?
I do. I on Friday, so today is Tuesday. So on Friday, I went out to clean our grill because it was gross, and we have one of those black stone tops, and I forgot to clean it after I had made bacon on it. So I went outside to clean it, and then I got grease all over my hands, and that was Friday. And then I went outside yesterday on Monday, and I left the hose on. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of just the hose in our backyard running.
Okay,
So
so our water bill
We're
is
gonna
going
have
to
a
be
big
ridiculous.
water bill, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
all right. That's not really well. Is that parenting though? That's more just a fail.
Life fail.
Okay, well.
All right, first episode. Take it easy on
Yeah,
me.
yeah, okay, all right. But no,
All
it was
right.
good. It was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
All right.
Oh, I have a parenting fail.
Yeah,
The
go for it.
nurse called because Jimmy got 2 head injuries yesterday. And she called and she was like, okay, first he tripped on his shoelace and hit an open door. Like his head hit the open part of the door, which sounds like it really would hurt. And then they went to PE and he was jumping and he collided and hit heads with someone else. And she was like, I did the concussion test and his pupils look fine and stuff. She's like, but with 2 head injuries and he has a headache. And I really think you should come pick him up and monitor him. And I was like, really? I really don't want to. And then I was like, okay, but I will.
Yes.
And I was like, I can't believe it just like rolled right off my tongue. I was like, really? I mean, I really don't want to pick him up.
All right, but in your defense, Jimmy, he milks stuff.
He milks it.
A lot.
Yeah.
We said the other day he's like a soccer player,
He
right?
is.
Flopping.
Although she was like, how does he deal with headaches? And I said, I don't think he's ever had one. So maybe he was just thrown off.
Yeah.
And then I brought him home and he had a great afternoon. We did, Domino's. We went to Target. He just was living his best life. So that was I was duped.
Yeah.
I was duped by our
Jimmy's
son.
Our kids are good at the dupe. Yeah.
He duped me.
Yeah.
All right. So should we finish with the Would You Rather?
Yeah, let's. Okay, so I kind of just came up with this. I'm going to say it right now. So, would you rather go out to dinner with all 4 of our kids?
Ooh.
Okay, so think of that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Or walk blindfolded through a room full of Legos left on the ground by our kids.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. So I would say in the history of us having kids, which is almost 10 years.
Yes.
How many times have we been out to dinner?
3, 4.
Yeah. Our kids have never experienced a restaurant.
And rightfully so.
It
is the worst
a
experience
disaster.
ever. Well, because we also, in our defense, we won't give them the phone, or we won't just give them an iPad like I see happening with some people.
But since we don't do that, there's just a lot of spilling milk everywhere, dropping full burgers on the floor, trying to crawl out under the table and drilling their head,
wrestling, matches breaking out.
Yeah, so for spring break last year, we didn't do anything, and then we were trying to make a fun spring break bucket list, and one of the things our kids wrote down was go to a restaurant. I was like, that is so sad. That's like a bucket list item for our kids. So we did.
Yeah.
We went to the Honeybee. It was great until one of our kids spilled the whole thing of chocolate milk all on the plate of the Mickey Mouse pancakes and bacon. And then it was just ruined.
Okay, so keep all of that in your head.
It also costs like $1 billion to go out to dinner with the 6 of us.
Or I guess it doesn't even have to be Legos. Think of it as
Hot Wheels
cars,
Barbie shoes.
So let's say there's 10 spread throughout our room up there.
Oh my God, I am so easily 10?
10. Wait, so that means you might think you're in the clear, and then boom.
Yeah, but I feel like there's more bombs up there than right now.
All right, what I'm saying is...
No, I get what you're saying.
How painful is a Hot Wheels step-on?
It's bad. And I've done where you actually almost fall. You step on it and you go
ankle.
Flying. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. The blindfold part kind of scares me. I don't like being in the absolute dark. I don't like when my contacts are out.
But Patty can try to lead the way with his voice.
All right. That probably is even scarier.
Yes.
So I think I would choose probably going out to dinner with our kids.
Oof.
I know that's not your choice.
I think I would risk injury.
Yeah, I have more tolerance for sitting at a table and cleaning up messes and stuff than you do for sure.
Yeah.
So you would risk that Lego just jamming into the ball of your foot.
Yes.
Times 10.
Exactly.
Okay, with Patty going, Dad.
Dad, go white.
Dad. Yeah, go white. Oh, God, that was great. All right, so thanks for tuning in, people.
Yeah.
That was our first episode of I Love You, But.
I love you, but.
I love you,
I think
but.
next time we should just start off with that.
Just,
just no introduction. Just,
all right, just.
Well, I don't know. Well, we can see. How it
I love you, but take those pens out of your pants before you put them in the washing machine and the dryer.
Yeah.
Okay. That's easy for me to do. I can do that.
See, the only issue with this, though, is this is gonna be bad on me, is that I don't have a lot of butts for you.
I've got a lot of ammo. I got a lot of ammo stored up, Jim Maley.
I just love you so much. I love all your flaws.
Okay.
You know, they're just, it's like Robin Williams said in Good Will Hunting. Those are the things that you miss, that you miss when you're away. You miss those little imperfections. You're gonna miss if I ever.
I don't think I will miss those imperfections, but maybe.
Yeah.
Let's not prove that one. Let's not test that one. I don't want to test that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. And hopefully we'll see you next Thursday.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we gonna? That's the Maley Way.
Oh yeah, duh.
Because that's
The Maley Way.